so today, here's what I want to show you. We are on the addition and subtraction side. If the original equation is x plus 5 is equal to 11, you need to say to yourself, self, what is the opposite of adding? Subtracting. It's subtracting. So you're going to subtract from this side and from this side, because whatever you do to one side, you have to do for the other. And my expectation is you'll show your work. What I then do is I usually, when I solve that, the result is 0 and what's left over is x. Every once in a while teachers say they cancel. They don't really cancel. Okay, it's still there. It's just that it equals 0. Okay, when I add the inverse, add the opposite, it gets 0, and so I'm left with x. Anytime we're trying to solve an equation, what we're trying to do is get the letter all by itself by doing the opposite operation. If I had the t on this side, we're trying to get rid of the t. Well, what's the opposite of take away? Add. And if I add on this side, I have to add on this side. And again, remember, this could be a negative 12, right? Negative 12 and positive 12 is again 0. So that simplifies to 0, and I'm left with just t. Notice they like you to check. To be honest, I think most of you in your head could do the math to double check it. Okay? And so we're going to do a couple of these together, and then you're going to do a few of them on your own. You are required to show your work. If you do not show your work, you do not get credit. You'll have to do it over. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. Yes? Yes. So for number 1, if I have h plus 3 equals 14, first of all, is this an equation or an expression?
It's an equation.
How do you know it's an equation?
It has an equal sign.
Good, it has an equal sign. So what am I going to do to get h by itself? Kaden.
Minus 14 minus 3.
Now, if I subtract 14, I end up with 0 here, but h still has a number next to it. That's not helpful. I'm trying to get h all by itself, so I want to get rid of this part. So how do I get rid of a plus 3? Brendan? Why? Why do I subtract 3? Yes, because subtraction is the what? Logan? It's the opposite operation. Not only do you have to know how to do it, you have to know why. It's the opposite operation. You're going to draw a big line underneath. You're going to draw a big line underneath, just like they did in the example, because that's a big equal sign. Positive 3, take away 3. Additive inverse means it's 0. You don't have to include that anymore. And now h is by itself, but on this side I actually have to do the computation. 14 take away 3 is 11, and then I circle the answer. My expectation whenever you solve an equation is that you have what the letter is, what the answer should be equals that thing. It's an equation, so it has to remain 1. Question?
Well, like, I got the same answer, but, just minus, like, 14 minus 3, and you'll get 11. And you just...
No, yes, and that's what we did.
14 minus 3.
But you have to have take away 3 on both sides with a big old line on it. If it doesn't look exactly like that, it is not right. I am teaching the process. So you and I both know. You can just go, oh yeah, that has to be 11 because 11 plus 3 is 14. I know you can mental math it. I want you to know the answer before you do it. If it doesn't look exactly like this, it is wrong. Because I'm teaching the process today. I don't care about the answer. I care a lot that you make it look the right way, because we're going to get to more complicated ones this year and a lot of them next year. And if you don't understand the process, you will not be able to solve them. Okay? I'm with you, Mrs. Smith? Tell me again why we subtracted 3 and not 14. Tell me why. Yeah. Good. We want the h all by itself. So we are always looking on the side of the equation where the letter is. Always. 2. Which side are we going to get rid of? This side? Left or right? Left or right, Logan? Which side are we trying to get rid of a number? Good, we want the m by itself. If I'm adding 8, how would I, Nate, what am I going to do? Why? Opposite operation. But if I subtract 8 here, what do I have to do over here?
Same thing.
I have to subtract 8.
I got the answer.
Big long line. Big long line. I like drawing a line through there to show that those things equal 0. And that all that's left is the m. And what does the m equal?
14.
I'm going ridiculously slow. You're going to circle it. I know some of you are bored out of your mind. It has to be right. The process has to be correct.
You circle the answer and not the m, or you circle both.
Both.